Oh, hey everybody, this is Craig from 9V Games, and today I'm going to do another Why I Love. However, when I'm talking about this game, I'm actually talking about the entire series as a whole. So hopefully that will clear up any confusion on the title. The title of this will just be Why I Love Katamari. Now, I say that I'm going to include the entire series because I strongly feel, as much as I love this series, that every game is the same. I know all the locations between all the games, like the span of the games, and it is still essentially the same game. Between We Love Katamari, which is the one that I don't own, We Love Katamari, all the way up to Katamari Forever, it's the same. It's the same stuff, the same areas. I mean, and then it eventually has the same end goal: roll up the entire galaxy to do this. You know what I mean? So I do love Katamari because it is one of the most addictive games, and it's the hardest one for me to explain why I like it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's extremely hard to explain. So, I didn't actually start with Damacy. I started with We Love Katamari, and my friend Justin had it. He let me borrow it because he's like, dude, you got to try this game. It's like straight from Japan. It's whacked out, blah, blah, blah. And he wanted me to play Damacy. And I was like, well, what's the newer one? And he said, We Love Katamari. So I played We Love Katamari. I ended up borrowing it from him for like 3 months, and then I went out and I bought Damacy because I figured I've already played We Love. Why not play Damacy? It must be a different game. Turns out it was the same game, but I still loved it. And I was playing 360 at the time, and Beautiful Katamari was coming out, so I bought Beautiful Katamari. And then on PSP, when Me and My Katamari was downloadable, I downloaded it. No, I think I stole it. I might have stolen it, but I have it now downloadable. But it was a horrible rendition of the game because it didn't have dual analogs, and you got to play Katamari with dual analogs. But the PS3 Katamari Forever, this is the one I will always say is the best version. That's the one I got going on right in the background. And then Touch My Katamari was just amazing. I didn't really like the touch features of Katamari. You know what I mean? Only because I played Katamari on my iPhone, which I own that one too, and it just feels weird with touch controls. On top of that, the stretching and the stretching and the flattening, I don't care about any of that. It not really apply to have to beat the game because I beat Touch My Katamari without using that stuff. So, no matter what they add to it, and that seems like, you know what, oh, this could add a new dimension to the gameplay. At its core, every Katamari is exactly the same. But I will continue to buy them because they're so addicting and they're so fun. Some people, I actually did have to do this. I did Katamari review back in the day, and someone told me that they didn't like Katamari because it had shitty graphics. Do you know how much is going on in Katamari at one time? Like, the graphics can't be good. On top of that, the graphics threw their own kind of quirkiness in with the game, so it makes sense. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to roll for you. Just a quick 3-minute roll. I love Katamari. It's so hard to explain. I figured, like, for the last 2 days, I was like, you know what, my next Why I Love is going to be Katamari, and I know I'm going to have a hard time explaining it. I know it. And guess what? I'd have a hard time explaining it. It is really hard to explain, because people will look at me playing this, and they'll go, dude, the game looks boring as fuck. It's just hard to explain. This is the one Katamari that I have not beaten. But what I like about this Katamari is that they basically know that all the Katamaris are the same. So what they did is they add all these crazy filters, like the one I'll show you has got these filters on it. I'll change the song. We'll do Nana. First time I saw this dude's head, I was like, man, I'm in for a weird-ass ride. I absolutely was. See, like, the filter is black and white. And as you pick up an item, every item in the same item in the world turns color. So that's pretty cool. That's one filter. Another one's like water paints and blah, blah, blah. See how good I roll this close to the TV? I'm supposed to be rolling up things that are expensive. Clearly I start with the unexpensive. Is that popsicle? Magazines? Notebooks. Damn it. Protractors. Ah, protractors are expensive. Alright. I want that. That's lottery. There you go. Leave me alone, prick. What are you doing? I really am good at Katamari, you guys. I'm really close right now. I'm craning my neck and it hurts so bad. Yeah, ramen, bitch. Have that quadruple cheeseburger. Ruby. Yes. Oh, I picked up a cousin. Your cousin right there. No, I'm not. I'm doing terrible, guys. No. Alright, so I did terrible, and he's about to tell me that. That's one thing I love about this. No matter how good you do, the king shits on you the entire time. He basically tells you you're a piece of shit, and you need to do better. That's one thing I like about it. And if you were on acid, this game would be amazing. But that's the point of Katamari. Start really little. You got to roll things up that are around your size. You get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can roll up whatever the prerequisite for the level is. In this case, I was supposed to roll up things that were worth a lot of money. Certain things you can only roll up things that are considered hot, or you know, you can roll up everything except for anything that's related to a cow. If you touch a cow, it's over, and then you will get rated by how big it is at that point. Yeah, see? Also, we smell the reek of failure. I think my last one was 40. Well, it's Stardust, because I already have 40 points, what do I want? Later on, when you gotta roll up the galaxy, all your planets and stuff that you make in Stardust, that's what helps you. Generally, you're plugging a black hole, you know, or you need to roll up the supergiant, you know. So, that's the whole basic gist. You follow these prerequisites, you know, like one, you gotta make a planet that's extremely cold, so you can only roll up things like ice cream or anything that's frozen. And then, you know, you make a shit ton of planets, you make Stardust like I just did with your failure levels, and then you eventually get so big that you can complete the final task of the game. So, I realize that while I'm saying this to you, it sounds really stupid. I know it sounds stupid, guys. I'm sorry. But the game is so much fun. And if you've never played a Katamari, at the very least, I think the cheapest one, because I believe Beautiful Katamari skyrocketed back up in price. I know that Katamari Forever is actually hard to find, even though it's low in price. I think Damacy would be the best way to start if you have a PS2. If you don't have a PS2, and you got a 360, Beautiful Katamari may not be worth it to you to try a game for the first time for $30. So if you got a PS3 and you can find Forever, yeah, you can find Forever online, whatever. If you have a friend who has Katamari, let them borrow it. I mean, borrow it from them. Other than that, man, I'm telling you, there's something in it for you, and if you play one, you know what the other ones are all about. So, I mean, it's not like, well, maybe I'll try this one, and then I'll go try this one. Like, you're locked in. You either love Katamari or you hate it, and I, for one, love Katamari. Thank you guys for watching.